Hello everyone and welcome to another G vlog. Today will be a very short one. I'm currently traveling right now, so I don't have a lot of time to make videos or even to edit them after I film them. So you know what, I'm just gonna make a short one, just sharing to all of you guys some of the experience that I have while wearing this. I'm gonna talk about recharging the battery of this Rangeman model. Just in general, I've just wear this for about a week or so. This is again the G-Shock mini travel case. So let me just show you guys what's inside this casing, and here it is. Could only fit 3 G-Shock watches, which is again the titanium frogman. Even though I'm not gonna be wearing this most of the time, I'm still gonna bring this, and I bring a black frogman like this. This is more like a beater type of watch, so that's why I bring this around. And this Mudmaster, I bring this instead of my favorite desert camouflage, purely because I want to try, if I have the time, I want to film the unboxing and review video while I'm traveling, so that's why I bring this instead. But if I have the time, if I don't, then just gonna leave it there, just end up wasting space. But anyway, most of the space in this travel case was used up to bring along this. This is the Rangeman charger actually, which is looking very beautiful. I mean, G-Shock actually put a lot of efforts in building this charger alone. And you know what? This part is fragile. Unlike this G-Shock watch itself, this part could easily broke, especially this region over here. If you break this, I don't know if G-Shock will be replacing this at all. I don't even know if the warranty cover this thing at all. So make sure you hold on to this very nicely, especially when you're traveling a lot like I'm right now recently. So that's why I put this thing in this case, unlike my Golfmaster model, because even though I'm still traveling, I didn't put this watch in this casing because I just slip this thing in my bag. That's it. Well, I don't really care if I scratch this watch anyway, so I don't need to add this in here. And on my wrist I keep wearing this, so it's much safer already. So only 3 G-Shock watch and 1 charger for the Rangeman. Although we could charge this Rangeman with solar, I knew that, but from my experience so far, I found that using this charger is much better, especially when you have access to electricity like I am. And I prefer charging this Rangeman with this charging dock instead, because it is much faster in my opinion. I don't have a lot of time to wait for this watch to fully charge up. I could just charge this alongside with all my camera gear, with all of my phone at the same time. Just plug in over here. I actually use a charger from my camera charging instead of the cable that G-Shock provided to us. The Type A cable is actually, you can get it anywhere. Any Android charging devices or even camera, I believe, they charge using similar cable, and I use that to plug it in here, and yeah, works very well for me. And that's how I charge my Rangeman. I try to charge this using solar. Depending on where you live, that's gonna change significantly. So if you check my previous video on the this travel case review video, I did show you guys a little bit of footage, me traveling. I'm just showing you guys sceneries and all those. At that time, this Rangeman is like 3 bars of battery. The GPS on this Rangeman really consumes a lot of battery on the watch, and I really need to put this watch by the window the whole trip to make sure that it receives a lot of juice. That gonna allows me to use the GPS my whole route, my whole traveling journey. When I arrived to the location, and you know, I forgot to bring this dock over here at that time, I just put this watch by the window. I'm expecting for this watch to go full charge if I leave this by the window. It is a cloudy day actually, but surprisingly it didn't go full bars. But during the whole road trip, this watch at 3 bars, and it did charge itself up while I'm using the GPS. But when I left it by the window, it didn't charge up, which is weird. It's probably depending on the lighting at that time. I looked it up from G-Shock manual book that did mention something about the lux. Here it is, and how it's related to charging time and something like this. So if it's a bright sunny day like 50,000 lux, you require only 12 minutes to charge the watch. I'm very certain it's gonna be more than 12 minutes. And also about the cable, let's say if you use this dock, you only need like 1 minute to charge the watch. I don't know, man, probably depending on how high the ampere is. I usually charge my Rangeman at 1 ampere only, because I use my camera charger that only max out to 1 ampere to make sure that the battery lasts longer as far as the lifespan goes. So it's much safer that way. I don't want to ruin the battery, because you know what, since we could charge our G-Shock watch using a dock like this now, not just purely by solar, I'm very certain the lifespan of this will be lesser compared to when we just charge it up using solar. You know, similar thing applies to our smartphone as well. This is something that we need to find out over time. Yeah, that's all guys. Very short video. I don't have much time to edit, so I try to make this video as simple as possible. And I'm going to share to you guys obviously footage of me traveling as well while we're at it, and that's it. Leave a like if you found this video useful, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and watch. Out.